There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They want to run this quarterback. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll do it himself. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And the timing just a hair off.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that you know if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We could mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Direct snap. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Savage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged in the middle. It's Savage. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fights off a defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick screen to the speedster outline. Touchdown, Panthers. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going deep. Hauls in the deep ball. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You gotta love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot.
Sneaks it in.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a man on the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to